We gotta be excited.
Oh yeah, move.
Are you excited, Kaz? You stepped on my foot.
I don't care. Let's go. Hey guys, I'm Kazu.
And I'm John, and we are humanbeatbox.com.
And you're watching We Talk Beatbox, where we talk about
Beatbox.
And today we want to talk about the Canadian Champs. Matter of fact, we just uploaded this video, and we're actually heading up to Toronto right now. It's November 10th when we upload this.
Right.
The Canadian Champs will be November 11th, and we're actually really excited. It'll be at Lee's Palace in Toronto. I already said November 11th, but I hope we see some of you guys there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. So the first section is our top 4 picks for this year's Canadian Champs. And the first name that does come up is the 2-time Canadian champion, the one and only BBK.
Hashtag BBK for president. I think another person who's going to be in that top 4, matter of fact, I know who he is Monsieur Heat.
Heat.
Yes. And also Elise.
Oh yeah, Elise's been popping up everywhere.
Yeah, and he really killed it last year. I think he came in 3rd.
He just won Unity.
Yeah,
so
he just won Unity. Yeah. And I'm sorry, we couldn't pick a number 4.
Yeah.
If we learned anything from our last prediction video, is that we're still new at this whole prediction video. You know, this is really just for fun.
Yeah.
Like any of our predictions, you know, we're just like you guys. You know, how good is our judgment?
I mean, the American Champs was crazy. It was almost impossible to predict that one.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like, yeah, it just kind of showed us, you know, like, it's a battle. Anyone can really step it up and kill it. You know, they just feel it. And with the American Champs, we were way off, 130. But you know what? This is a top 16. It's seeding, you know, or seeding for the you know, who places where. So we only have to worry about 16. So hopefully one of our predictions will be correct.
But like the American Champs, there are a lot of newcomers this year for the Canadian scene as well. So it's gonna be hard to predict. But if you do have a prediction for the 4th place spot, let us know in the comments below.
Now, this isn't who we think will win, but will do very well nonetheless. And their style is like a personal favorite of ours, you know? So who's someone you liked?
I'm gonna go with MTO.
With a nice hat, you know? Maybe not as nice as mine, but you know.
But I loved his submission video. He's a very finesse musical beatboxer. You call him the
American Gene, or the Canadian Gene. Gene is the American Gene.
But you know, like you said, the use of his lip oscillations.
Yeah, he was very musical with how he did his lip oscillations, and that was something that was like very characteristically Gene. I would love to see him develop that further and see what he does with it. You know?
I think we saw his battles from last year where he battled, who was it?
Beatspawn?
Yeah, Beatspawn. And Beatspawn, well, he beat him because he overpowered him.
Yeah.
He had a lot of strength and power and a lot of showmanship. And, you know, although MTO is a finesse kind of musical beatboxer, if he can pepper in like a few wow factors and a few surprises and adds a little variety to his routines, I think that he can do really well.
And yeah, it's not that you need to, you know, copy all the other beatboxers and do like really heavy bass or, you know, like really technical stuff. It's just that, you know, you just need to be able to prove to the judges you can do those things, and that, you know, you're choosing not to do those things because you want to stick to musical or, you know, technical or power, you know. But you just got to be able to pepper that in.
Yeah,
you know?
We have Kayla on the panel, and she's a huge fan of musicality.
But she does appreciate technicality. Like, she will understand, you know, same with all the judges, you know. Same with, like, Funkastic, you know, he is very playful when he beatboxes, but he's very serious. Yeah, he's very serious when it comes to, you know, being able to do, you know, all the fundamentals of beatboxing.
Right.
So my pick was Hybrid. He's like one of those guys who gets up on stage and just has like fire in his eyes, you know. But if you met him off stage, nicest guy in the world. You
That's
know?
like a lot of beatboxers.
It's so misleading when we watch the video. You think like people are just so confrontational. For instance, Mark, he totally psyched out Trung Bao, like just stared at him until like Trunk Beller's just like, I can't even look at you right now.
But Mark off stage, he's like such a chill, nice guy.
He is just the biggest teddy bear, you know. So I think like one thing that Hybrid needs to bring to the table is just not be at the 11 that he goes through the entire beat.
Well, not all the time.
Not all the time. Yeah. It's just that when you saw like the American Champs,
Right.
like people literally just stopped in like a beat, just added a really good pause, like a drop pause
Right.
in like a beat, and it just adds like that like tension.
Right.
And,
I think Spider Horse does that really well in their routines, where they
Yeah.
like coordinate the stops, and that adds a little variety. And like even though we know their routines, but they've added extra stops here and there, and it's really, really cool.
and I know Hybrid can do musicality. He was either this year or last year. He posted a video of
Right.
him of a song that he was like kind of working on, and it was just great. I just wanted to see him do more of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, more musicality, please.
Yeah, I mean, musicality, I feel like is become like the trendy word for the beatbox scene, but it just means, taking all the technicality that you've, developed and just make it, more musical in the sense that, if anyone who's not a beatboxer is listening can say, oh, that sounds great,
Right, right.
Like that's really what musicality is. It's just it's more palatable and has like maybe the tiniest bit of melody or the tiniest bit of like, musical structure. That's really it.
Right.
Yeah.
Money.
One thing I want to say is that we didn't actually pick. We picked two people that we really thought would be in the finals. But we flipped a coin and just figured out, who has to say who, because I don't want to, anger either one of these guys, because I love and respect these guys so much. So my guess is BBK, BBK for president. BBK has been practicing nonstop.
Like 8 hours a day.
8 hours a day, like that's what he said, and I can barely go past an hour of just by myself for the whole day.
Yeah.
So I am very excited to see what he comes up with what he brings to the table. We asked him to show us some stuff, and he was like, I really want to save it, for the champs. So yeah,
I'm pretty excited. And he's been doing gigs and stuff.
Oh yeah,
so
like with some big names, like I don't know, Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
Snoop
who's
Diggity
that?
Dogg. Yeah, not just any Snoop, right?
The Snoop.
The Snoop. Yeah,
stuff.
so I'm really happy to see if he'll become the 3-time Canadian champ.
It's a little greedy.
It's really greedy. Jeez, come on, slow down,
little
okay?
bit.
I think what was it? Korean Effects only did 2 times, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Just let someone
Fun
else
fact.
win. Jeez. So who do you think will be the other person?
I'm gonna go with Heat, man.
You think? Huh? Yeah, rematch of
Yes.
of
rematch
2015.
from last year.
Yeah.
But I think, from that battle exactly, he's gonna channel all the frustration from not winning and learn from his mistakes and really go all out this year. In terms of technicality and musicality, he's one of the best beatboxers out there. His hi-hat techniques and his covers that we talked about earlier
he
too.
does like rock and metal covers, which
Yeah.
is fairly rare in the beatbox scene. Like he did like Down with the Sickness or
Yeah.
like a Rage Against the Machine cover, which and he does them really well,
Yeah.
And he has
It's
just
like
so clean.
originality points.
Yeah, he came to the American Champs. He does pretty much every year, and he was just jamming with people, and I just do appreciate like just how clean he is.
Yeah, I think like if he's able to control the crowd a bit and really go out there full force, he has a great chance of winning it this year.
Yeah, definitely, and I think he's gonna pull a few interesting punches in the battles.
Yep.
Like we were talking, and he was thinking of like doing something crazy. I don't want to give anything away because I don't know if he was actually serious or if we were just, partying too much.
Yeah. Well, you told me about it. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I don't know. Do you feel like between BBK and Heat, like we haven't?
It
really
might even be Elise. We don't even know.
Well, yeah, true. But I mean, like, I feel like both of us are fairly confident with the strength of BBK and Heat that they are the #1 contenders or the forefront.
Yeah, I mean, listening to BBK live, it's like a whole different experience. Well,
It's live. Live is better,
Right.
always.
but like you know, especially like a person like BBK who gets a lot of comments about like, oh, he sounds the same, but like his routines are so clean and so powerful. When you listen to it live and without like all the audio engineering afterwards and post, you can tell why he was the champion last year. It's so full, so powerful.
Most definitely.
Money.
Okay, so in this last section, we asked you guys what your predictions were for this year's Canadian champs.
So if you want to be part of that discussion, go to facebook.com and look for humanbeatbox.com, or no, Human Beatbox, and then space We Talk Beatbox, where we talk about beatbox, we ask questions, you guys give us the answer, and we ask you guys who you think will be the next Canadian champ.
Yeah.
So this is what you guys had to say.
So to start us off, we have Tiffany, aka Maddie Beats, and she goes, BBK. Answer is always BBK.
Which, if you joined our group, you would know exactly why she would say that.
Yep.
But jumping next is Dan, who said Heat all day. So yeah, another vote for Heat.
All right, that's 1 point for each of us.
Epos from the UK said Elise, which, dude, again, that's the same top 3 that we thought.
Yep.
And you know, we're not actually seeing a lot of names for other beatboxers that are going to be competing.
Yeah,
so
Heat, BBK, and Elise.
yeah, I mean, they are definitely the forefront of everyone's predictions.
Oh yeah. Satrio Utomo, he says Heat as well.
Yeah, and Tomas said he said Elise, but he spelled out Elise's full real name, which Elise, I'm sorry.
Luigi.
Yeah, I'll have trouble pronouncing. Teapot said Elise or Heat. No love for BBK? Come on, what's up with that, huh?
Kabir and Walker, they both predicted Heat as well.
Walker, yeah.
So, the same 3 names.
Yeah. You know, I think if the American champ says anything, I think we'll be surprised. I think one of the other 14 members will really step it up this year, along with he and BBK.
There's so many new guys.
Yeah.
It's really hard to predict.
And we really did love like Knive, his video, but you know, you can never tell, is this like the top, you know, best performance he has ever done in this video? Well, also, you know, like Black from Canada, you know, he's been definitely making waves, and he's been going to more battles. I think in the uni battles, like, I don't think I saw enough of him to really be able to like see like what he can do.
Yeah,
but
he's made a name for himself online. I mean, he's a very, very technical beatboxer. If you listen to his routines, he's so freaking fast.
Yeah.
But I think one thing he can work on is, again, like a lot of online beatboxers, is, you know, crowd control, some mic
showmanship,
control. But I've seen some videos on Instagram. He did the Money in the Hat battles, and he did really, really well. Yeah.
Okay,
so
good.
Black's another guy to watch out for this year.
So yeah, I hope you guys liked our predictions. We're going to wrap this up, and because we need to make it into Toronto. So
Yep. See you guys there.
See ya.
Yo, this is Caleb Titus, aka CTB from the USA, and this is a big, big shout out to the Beatbox family, humanbeatbox.com.